Welcome back to another episode of Crusader Kings 2. Now, as Norway. So, last time, I went on a conquering spree and I managed to conquer all of Norway and form the Kingdom of Norway. This means I'm a kingdom now, and I basically have Casse Ally against like all these little Scottish provinces over here that at some point I could go after. But I'm thinking about this for this episode. Instead of like doing like, going after those provinces, we're gonna do a little bit of raiding, I think. That's the plan. And you know what? This is probably a good time maybe to start designating titles and such. So I'll do that right now. So the thing about titles is that you can basically designate them to basically people. And apparently I'm holding too many duchies. Ausland, Midros, Jumptoland. So I'll note that I essentially conquered a bunch of titles with each attack I did on all these guys I hit. This guy who had a title, he lost it. I think the guy who was on Island might have also lost his. Or maybe not. Apparently he kept his title. Alright, because I conquered him after essentially conquering everyone else. But this guy, for example, he lost his title, so note that he really doesn't like me all that much. Now he desires his title back. I'm tempted to give it to him, but he's actually pretty damn powerful, so I might hold off from doing that. Anyhow, let's start giving away titles. So, you can basically award titles to your vassals, and awarding titles will basically improve their relations with you, and in some cases, it'll let them do other stuff as well. For example, if I gave like this guy the cupbearer title, that would mean that basically serving me drinks, basically, at feasts as such as king. It also means that if he wants to assassinate me, he can easily do it because he's entrusted with my cup, and it's very easy to basically put poison in the cup. Anyhow, let's go see what these all are. Basically, these all give different opinions. So one thing I'll do is we're going to give this guy a law speaker. So this guy's now going to have a higher opinion of me as a result of getting the minor title. And it's one of the great things about awarding minor titles to people. You can make people a lot happier as a result. I'll basically just go through and give these guys their titles. So I'll note that in some of these cases, the Herman here, I can like put up 4 Herman. So are seen as rulers, trusted companions in arms, and holders of the title of command and a great deal of respect. These other ones, though, there's only like, one position available for all these stuff, so. Let's get this guy, this one here. So now he's going to boost up to 35. So the great thing about doing this is that means all these guys will basically like me a little bit more. Which in turn will mean that they'll be less rebellious or want to kill me and such. Alright, so that's all the titles for them. Apparently this guy's my friend. Interesting. Or that's not my guys. He's my allies. Okay, that makes more sense. So, let's see here. I more or less gave titles to all the guys I can, I think. Except for this guy, apparently. I'll award this guy to cupbearer. Size I pinned at 50. And yes, if I want to, I basically have the Dirge claims on people now because I'm basically the King of Norway. One of the things about forming the King of Norway is that I now have like access to basically attack these provinces whenever I need to or want to. All these provinces. And of course the ones here as well. So all these provinces here, I can attack it at will, basically. Now unfortunately, these are all part of the Scottish King's empire. So unless this guy loses his army somehow, which is possible, but, you know, difficult, I'm probably not going to be going after these provinces that he currently holds. Anyhow, that's some thoughts for the future. I think I said I was going to do some raiding, so let's just get to that already. I have all these troops here, and one of the reasons I didn't expand it was because I'm going to basically make them all go raiding for me. We're going to put them in a boat, and we're going to sail down somewhere to raid. And I'm thinking that this would be a good time maybe to go explore some of the other realms of the world. For example, maybe I could raid the Muslims down here. And yeah, I can imprison my brother if I need to or want to. Okay, apparently that guy was one of the prisoners I had. You want to kill my lover, it's fine. I won't like you if you do it, but whatever. We got all these prisoners. By the way, I'll note by the way that you can actually take concubines from prisoners. Or throw into oblets and other stuff. You can move around. Lots of different stuff. So apparently that guy's not interested in her. I'll note that sometimes the AI won't, you know, basically go after some of these prisoners that you basically have. You can't always expect basically to pay the ransom for the people who get, you know, caught. You're apparently this guy's wife. Interesting. I might release some of those guys at some point just because they're, you know, wise my vassals. But I'll worry about that later. So it looks like the Umayyad dynasty down here, it's having a couple problems with rebels and such. This means that I've got a good opportunity to jump in here and maybe do some raiding. Now, with raiding with the Muslims, you don't want to be greedy. You want to basically look for provinces that basically have very low fort levels and lots of loot that you basically take from. So we'll drop these guys off in, like, say, these provinces here. Basically, they have, like, you know, at least 20 or so gold they can rip off from the group. If I go for this guy here, I can only get possible loot of 10. So, I mean, that's not worth it. But these other ones, they're a little bit more worth it, so I can possibly get a little bit of money for it. And yeah, Asturias is the only kingdom in Spain at the moment. So there's, you know, the Muslims. They're busy probably in a civil war or such. I'm just gonna sit here, you know, taking this guy's loot until he chases me out, or I start getting, you know, the money. See, I'm basically looting this much gold every day. And as soon as it turns red, that means that you cannot loot, because it basically means that the province itself has run out of money. Basically, yeah, he's got no money left that I can basically take safely. Actually worth it to switch this menu so you can see a little bit. That's a big army. If it comes in my direction of the army, I'm gonna run away. There's one running in my way now, so let's get out of here. Hopefully before these guys hit me. So 10th of April, 13th of April, 6th of April. I'll get away. This is one of the things that the Vikings can do. They can sort of do hit and run attacks. Where you just jump in, you take some loot. So far I've got 46. Now it's worth knowing that, you know, you want to be sort of, you know, hitting the guys that have money, so. Alright, let's go down to Tangier. Something I note is that if you hit, like, provinces that have, like, only one province, they can't really defend themselves. And if you have more troops than they have forces to deal with you, you can actually raid their provinces a lot quicker, so. I'm gonna hit this guy. And by the way, down here is, like, the African tribes. If I go into, kingdoms, here's, like, the Kingdom of Mali. I'll deal with this in a bit. We're just gonna give some time. But yeah, basically down here you got the Mali. Right now they're West African, these guys. Eventually they turn Muslim, I think, at some point, but they aren't yet changed to Muslims. Right now they're West Africans. Which is a religion in this game, West African, which is basically various pagan religions at the time. But this guy right now, he's a Muslim ruler. And his lands are rich in goods. Goods that I can take away. By the way, there's also this guy over here. This little tribe. The Canary Islands. I think they get colonized at some point by Spain. Or Morocco, not sure. Let's go for plot for now. Yeah, I'm just basically gonna raid this guy down. Now here's the thing, I'm not sure I can hold this guy off if he hits me. I don't remember, oh I see, he's up here too. So this guy actually had a little bit to use for troops. Made a mistake, it's not a one state thing there. And my steward got me some guys. Great. Except they're not war at the moment, so we're just going to disband these guys. At some point those special troops might be useful, but not just yet. Okay, you home the sheikdom and the sheikdom. So you own both these sheikdoms. Let's raid this guy. This one I should be able to take without much issue. It's just this guy had a whole bunch of troops up here. Apparently. It's one of those situations where you don't want to tell the truth in case it would hurt the person, but at the same time, honesty is a virtue. Let's see here. I could be honest, or I could be deceitful. Honesty is a good policy. And there we go, and more diplomacy. Diplomacy really helps with getting relations up with like your vassals and such. Early on, it can be sort of important while you're still establishing yourself. Though, as your rule sort of goes on with characters, it gets a little bit less useful. Like you start to have stewardship and such. We're just gonna raid this guy. Oh, his other stuff. Hooray! I looted him. Oh, Sully died. Who was vying to be my court chaplain? Was it you? I think so. Well, guess what? You got to be chaplain because the guy died. Lucky you! Oh, my counselors love me. That's great. After many months of studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great, you've made fascinating insights and gained new wisdom in military matters. You realize the art of war might be well worth studying. So hooray! I'm a student in strategy, basically get Adeptus strategy. Cool. Looters have completely destroyed the city of Tyrell and Anti-Atlas. Wow, I actually blew up a city? I actually blew up this guy's holding, apparently. That must be new. I didn't think you could actually do that with raiding. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We request that you honor your obligation to answer the call to arms against High Chief blah blah. Okay, let's see what this guy wants. Apparently this guy a war with that guy. So these guys I'm at war with, apparently. And this is the guy who declared it for some reason. At some point I'll probably come up here and help him, but for now I'm raiding. He can handle it for now. So plenty of loot to store on my ships. So yeah, I basically blew up that guy's holding. I completely destroyed the Temple of Tata. So we got a little loot for all that. And this guy has no holdings in his province now. Interesting. You're a one-state minor. Let's go do the same thing to this guy. Raid the Muslims. One of the nice things about the Muslims is that they're really rich at this time of like the the time period. I think my guy lost. The guy I was allied with. Too bad for him. The stress and frustration inside me has reached a boiling point today when something important went fatally wrong. I lashed out in anger to hide my frustration, and anger went straight for my closest person. I get angry at my counselors, I get angry at courier. I think I'll get angry at courier. And apparently I'm in debt. So, I'll note that having an army like this has actually really cost me a whole lot. I'll eventually be able to get out of debt, but it's not good to be in debt. Basically, when you're in debt, crime will become a problem. You'll have issues at some point. So your coffers are empty and you owe your subjects money. The morale of your armies will suffer, and the longer this goes on, the more corruption criminals will plague your counties. So I want to get out that soon, pretty soon. I might just stop raiding after I take this province, and then we'll go back and go from there. Very nice, I got some technology. So over here I can get some technology in a whole lot of places. Let's see here. Military organization lets me get more retinues and other stuff. I'll probably show this a little bit later. But it's also good for morale of armies right now, which might be important. Siege equipment is actually probably better though. That'll let me siege faster, which means I'll get more loot faster. I'm thinking more church infrastructure might be good now. So it's trade practices. Maybe we'll get some legalism too. And pauper customs. My chief goal right now is basically get 1 pip of like everything except for shipbuilding down here more or less. And then go from there. Alright. There goes a little bit more. That thing's on fire. Didn't loot any, or didn't destroy those holdings this time around, but whatever. Sort of odd. I blew up this guy's holdings, but he isn't holding a grudge against me, I guess. Note that you get like a negative modifier when you basically pillage people, but it only lasts for so long. Anyhow, let's go up here, the Norger. I'll make a little bit of money, get out of death deficit. Very nice. It'll go after the Britons at some point. Hit the Kingdom of Brittany, or what will be the Kingdom of Brittany. So there we go, I got some money. That'll get me out of debt and prevent me from having any criminal problems from happening. And apparently Sweden formed. Sweden! Yes, that's Sweden right down here. Svuvijod. So this guy's now king. There's also Finland that can be formed at some point, and I might try doing that. Though, I'm actually really tempted to sort of build up my armies and take out this guy at some point. But for now, we're raiding. Raiding, raiding, raiding. And apparently Pickling grew by taking a whole bunch of Munster. If I get a chance, I'm gonna hit this guy, but not yet, just yet, apparently. Note, by the way, that this guy, he's a tribal type of Christian. It's really interesting playing Scotland in the early beginning of the game. Basically, they start off as like this, like, you know, basically a bunch of clans. You know, as Scotland was. Ireland too is also a bunch of clans, so they'll basically tech up sooner or later. England down here has, of course, got castles, but they're England. I'm thinking about heading down here at Byzantine Empire perhaps next. My vassals are out looting too, apparently. Apparently that guy got insulted. No good, but oh well. Alright, so here's the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire is probably one of my favorite targets to raid with the Vikings, just because of the simple reason that they don't really have any sort of defense against being raided. Essentially, the Byzantine Empire, they're so big that it's really hard for them to get ships out to, like, you know, kick me out. So I can usually go after their provinces like these, their islands here. Get lots of money from it. Oh nice, I can hold a great blot. And apparently these guys are good for ransoming. Finally. Nice, a little bit of money for all that. I'm tempted to go after this decision here, but I think we're going to hold off on that and just continue raiding. My liege, it is most unfortunate that you happen to hold a title that all agree should rightfully be mine. In order to lift this dark cloud from our relations, may I suggest adjustments? So this guy is one of my vassals. Now, when you get one of these pop-ups, it basically means that he wants to pick up one of my titles, basically for his own use. I like to, now this is one nice thing about diplomacy. Basically, this guy, I can reject him diplomatically, so he doesn't get angry at me. I might just do that, I think, because this is a guy I don't want to get stronger. He's already strong enough. And the Byzantine Empire has their castle sieged. And one of the nice things about the Byzantine Empire is that they got really rich provinces. Even richer than the Muslims. Perfect. Alright, up to 100 loot just from these pre-holdings I've hit here. Know your passes. In the case Valley, your men have managed to acquire 2 minutes, he resisted bravely before he slew him. Good riddance. So, apparently a character on the game just got killed. That's what happens when you get to those events. They can also go battle in your favor too, where you say you're cornered in battle and you're killed, but in that case we killed someone else, so hooray! And as you can see, they're getting basically raided by a whole lot of people. This is what these like little orange things mean. He's being raided by like a whole lot of barbarians. Apparently I got some religious guys. Interesting, but no. Don't need them. That's one of the things in this game that, you know, mechanic-wise, I think could be better. When you raise like troops like that, there should be a sort of a penalty if you like disband them right away. When I introduced my friend to Portos, I had high hopes. I hoped they would become fast friends so we could spend time together and free of us. Cool, I had some prestige. Great. I like prestige. That's how I get score. And other stuff. So that one's raided. And you apparently want to go into another war. So apparently this guy is revolting against him now. So all these guys are revolting against the king over here. He's not having a lot of luck. I don't think he's gonna be able to hold off against all that. How strong are you, actually? I could try calling all my vassals, but I really need to get down there to crush him, I think. Oh, look at that. There's his fleet. So there's the raiders for the guys I'm fighting. We're all raiding, even in wars. Raiding's more important than wars for Vikings. Should probably be selling these guys off for a little bit of money. That's how you get money. You ransom people. Almost up to full. Let's see here. This is where the majority of that guy's troops came from when he attacked me. Why not? Let's go after this guy here, I think, a little bit. Or actually, I'm so close to, like, you know, getting a full. Maybe we'll go after the Umayyads a little bit more. Of course, you know, these are all his armies, the Umayyad. This guy has a lot of armies to deal with. That's one of the things I hate about raiding him, but... let's draw my guys here and we'll take what money we can. Whoops! I dropped myself right on top of his army. So I lost a bunch of troops there, that's not good. Let's go after this guy then. When my boat's full, I'll basically go from there. Being around Nicholas made me feel calm and satisfied. The contents of him is contagious, and all the world's troubles seem to be less frightening. Cool, I lost a stress trait. That's always good. I think what we're gonna do here is just go from province to province, trying to pick up what money I can. Whoops, I got attacked, but I think I'll be able to hold him off. Yep, I'm gonna hold him off easily. I took some casualties there, but we killed his army more or less. Oh, I lost my Chancellor. He was useless anyway, so no worries there. Okay, you're gonna be my new Chancellor. What to do with you? But if you want, you can sort of scent on people. A nice way of weakening other guys is just to, apparently this guy prepared an invasion of Sweden. Interesting. A really good way of basically, you know, making guys discontent is to sow confusion, and it's a good way of weakening a kingdom, if you want. Basically, you have a chance of basically lowering the opinion of the vassals, and is like, you know, makes them more likely to go into revolt. All this guy's vassals like him a lot, I think. But it's, you know, worth a try. But he likes me a lot. I'm not sure it's really worth doing. Let's just sort of stick with the plan, I guess. We're going to go over here and just do a little bit more friendship with this guy. Who apparently likes me already a lot. Improved relations is helping it quite a bit. I'm not sure, is he allied to me? No, he's not. But whatever. It's good to keep, you know, relations high with people. I don't have anything else to do with my Chancellor right now. At some point, I'll make him use fabric claims and stuff like that, but don't need to just yet. Oh, he lost. So this guy apparently had a war to have Lord Tribal Organization. He didn't lose his lands, but for the most part, they Lord Tribal Organization on him. Nice. So a little bit of gold, a little bit of prestige. You're still at full strength, more or less. I think it's been a fairly good episode for now. So a little bit of rating there. We rated the Umayyad and the Byzantine Empire's islands over here. And this really does make up a majority of like the Viking gameplay early on, where you basically raid up and get a lot of money. This is gonna let you like build titles, but it can also be used for other stuff like building castles and such. I haven't really done this yet, but basically if you want to, you can build up like your infrastructure. In this case, this guy's building up a weaponsmith, but you can also build up like wood and hill forts and stuff, which is important for later on. Oops. So you can see this guy's building this stuff. I haven't upgraded anything yet, so my lands are pretty like barren, except for like the shipbuilder. These guys, however, are building up their stuff, and I should probably try and keep pace at some point. For now, though, that's it for this episode, I think. So a little bit more rating. Kind of boring, I guess, to watch, but it's something that you do. And next time, I'll probably do more rating, but maybe we'll have a chance to hit one of these guys. Picklin for my territories, or Suivjod for my other stuff. Though to be honest, I might not hit this guy. Maybe I will, I'm not sure. We'll see. Bye-bye for now.